Good morning, Vita.
Good morning, John.
It's already очень жарко.
Too hot today.
Too hot in
Too
Sumy,
hot.
Ukraine. First, I want to say, Vita, thank you very much for talking to me about this difficult subject of marriage agency or mail order bride scams.
I'm happy to help, to give proper information.
Well, you're very brave to come out in public and talk about this, because would you agree, you want people to understand, to know?
I just want to inform people and to prevent them from false steps and from mistakes in the future. Maybe it will save somebody's life.
So, first question, Vita. What do you think about this marriage agency industry in the Ukraine, the mail order bride industry? What do you think of the business?
First of all, it's a dirty business. It's a good business, it's a good idea to make such agencies to help people to meet each other, maybe. Maybe Ukrainian women are tired from Ukrainian men's indifference, laziness, careless attitude, and looks for something more nice in their life. And as for foreign men, he is looking for caring woman who will look nice all the time, who will take care about the children, who will be active, and who will look after the house also. She will cook, she will help maybe in husband's business, she will be good mother, and she will be active woman. It's a very good and
it's a good match,
it's a good match. Yes,
the Western
it's a good,
man and the
yes,
Ukrainian woman.
Yes, because foreign men lack these features in foreign women, I guess.
I think you're right.
I'm sure I'm right. I'm sure I'm right.
I can speak for myself.
Yes.
I like.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's a good idea to make such business, but if it will be open and clear, this business will be
Clear
much
or clean?
clean.
Clean.
Clean. Clean. It will be much better.
So there's a big opportunity, you think,
Yes,
for
it's
Western
a great
men,
chance. Yes, it's a great chance for Western women and foreign men to meet each other and to make good family.
Vita, let me ask you a very, very serious question. Out of the whole marriage agency or mail order bride industry, which is over $1 billion industry in Ukraine and Russia, $1 billion a year, of this whole industry, what percent do you think are bad based on conning and scamming Western men of their money? They don't care about actual happy couple. The
Yes,
woman,
of course, about the
man.
end, a happy end.
Yeah,
of
happy
these stories,
ending.
yes.
You know, happy, fall in love, get married, which is supposed to be what this industry is for.
Yeah, what the purpose was.
What's purpose?
Finally, yes.
Okay, so what percent of this $1 billion industry you think is scamming and conning men?
Industry, I think it's a bad industry maybe for 98%.
98,
sure.
99%.
Yes, only 1 or 2% maybe I just left for happy coincidence. Happy coincidence, not for good work of agency, but happy coincidence. When it's really match, when it's real couple, and maybe it's a fate.
Maybe it's fake.
Maybe it's a fate, and maybe people really like each other, and they're really interested in communicating and further relations and getting married and moving there or here, doesn't matter. I think it's like this.
So only a small percentage
Only
of
very
people
little
ever get
percentage.
married in this industry. Very tiny percent, you think?
No, I just tell about happy end. Marriage cannot be always happy end, because sometimes people get married, women can get married just to move to foreign country and then decide to divorce or to live separately or something like this. So not every marriage is a happy end.
Okay, I see what you mean. So for a true happy marriage and a happy ending, they have children and they married many years and have happy life.
Yes, it's a happy end to my mind. But for this really happy ends very less. I was working distantly. I will never see the woman, I will never see Natasha or Sveta, and once I was proposed to work translator for letters, and I asked, can you give me the phone numbers of my customers, of my Ukrainian women? They asked, why? Why you ask about phone numbers? What for? I say how I must call the woman and say who is writing to her and what he is writing and what I must answer. They say, no, it doesn't work like this. You just writing and writing and writing. And you know what's happened then? It was my last experience, last year. I was translating a few letters and they didn't accept my letters. You know why? Because I was sincere. I was trying to make normal human letters. And they say, no, we don't work like this. We don't write like we
this.
don't write. We write letters, but in a special manner, just to keep the man
keep him hooked.
Keep on hooked, yes. And just as we use special phrases. And you know, I rewrite a few letters, and then I understand I can't work in this system. I can't. My soul cannot accept the way, and I say sorry, goodbye. It's not my system, so I can't. But millions of letters they write in, and they even just virtual Sveta, virtual Natasha, and she will never know somebody writes to her, and they give me letters. For example, one woman from Simferopol. Simferopol. I say, what, Simferopol? I am here and she is in Simferopol. And I say, does the man know she lives in Simferopol?
This is a city in Ukraine.
Yes, city in Ukraine. It's Crimea.
Oh, okay.
It's Crimea. It's now even Russia.
Yeah, Russia.
It's Russia. I say how we can translate letters. And I ask the owner, if the man decide to come, what I will write in answer? He thinks I live in Kiev, but I live really in Simferopol. What will be? Say, oh, doesn't matter, doesn't care. No, it's very important. He's writing and writing and writing. And then he will be, when he will start insist on coming, then we will try to think something. Oh, I am ill, or oh, I go traveling with my child. I got the hot travel tickets, for example, and immediately flight. So you can't come now.
They lie. They lie. It's not true.
Just like this. Yes.
Any excuse, so you cannot. Tell the Westermen, oh, I am not here.
You know, my granny came to me, or my granny now a handicapped, and I must look after her, and it's not comfortable for you to visit my apartment or something like this.
So when in fact this industry is supposed to, they have the face of saying, hey, we're in the business of matching Western man to Ukrainian woman for love, connection, and marriage. They are working opposite.
Yes.
They don't want the Western man to come. They make less money.
Sometimes, yes. Because if they know for sure, for example, man likes the photo of woman and he starts writing. But woman looks at the photo and say, no, this man I don't like and I don't want he writes me. But owner say, translator, okay, we will just write him for some period of time.
So she doesn't like the man, but
and she said, I don't
agency
want to
owner
write
says,
him, but owner say to translator, we continue writing. He's interested and we continue. Okay.
Because we can make money, we can milk money
Of
from
course,
him.
just for tickets, for fruits, for flowers.
But it's not the lady that he's interested writing, it's a translator.
Woman, yes.
And sometimes a translator, like you said, it's a babushka, 60 years old.
Yes, of course.
Or a man.
Or a man, yes.
You see some man translators.
Yes, I see. I see. And
so
if you continue, I forgot my thoughts.
Writing letters.
Writing letters.
The Western man to come to Ukraine.
Yes,
you say sometimes they want him to come.
At the point when he start to insist and to press
to come to Ukraine.
To come to you, then they stop writing, and you can't do anything. Stop writing gives you some reason. Okay, sorry, I moved to the village. There is no internet, and I won't be able to answer you about couple of months. And normally, and my telephone won't be.
Many excuses.
That won't work in the village because
cell
no
phone.
line.
But in reality, cell phone works everywhere in Ukraine.
Of course.
Everywhere. Let me ask you, on the websites, there's so many websites. Ukrainian, Russian ladies, beautiful lady in pictures all over the website. And you know, we see it as Western men and we think it's not real. We think because we see on YouTube and all the forums about the scams, and I think most of Western men is afraid to come to Ukraine and try to meet a woman because they think it's all bad. All women are scammers. You know, it can't be. This beautiful woman, younger than me, is interested in me. Western men think. Is it true, is my first question. Is there many single, beautiful, smart, charming, amazing Ukrainian woman that's single, lonely, looking for a good man in Ukraine? Is it true?
It's true. Really, many single and beautiful women are looking for a man. They are single, or they can have child or children, and they are looking for husband. It can be because our men different, and it's really true. But first of all, you see the picture of the girl. She's really nice, but you can understand and realize that this picture is quite different from what you will see in real life. First of all, they always use Photoshop. Always. They make photo by professional photographer, not just making photo on my phone as a selfie and putting it on the website. No, it's always Photoshop, many makeup, and of course you can remember that women will never look like this on this photo every day. It's just a picture, the best picture, the best point you will see, the best side of the woman you will ever see, maybe on your wedding, if you will be happy, if you will be lucky.
So this is one little point, but what
this is first scamming.
Well, yes, okay, maybe a little deception.
Little, yes.
But what is the big scam?
Big scam, some of women cannot be really single. Normally, if it's official and good agency, it controls and it takes always a woman passport and make photocopy and to be sure a woman is single and not married.
I was shocked to see that in Ukraine, your marital status is on your passport.
Yes.
And even your children.
Yes, of course.
So if you
not
see
for everybody children, but about marriage, yes.
Yes, always.
Yes.
Whereas in the Western world, it's not. You don't know I'm married by my passport. So it's a good tip for a Western man that if he can see her passport.
Yes, it's for sure.
It's
you
for
can
sure.
be sure. If you see the passport and you see the stamp, she's not married, no stamp, then she's really not married.
So let me ask you. You're saying it's a big problem. These women on the websites, many of them are married.
No.
Okay.
Most are single.
Most are single.
But of course there can be women which who are not single.
You see this when you worked in agency?
No, in my agency it wasn't, but I know, I heard on TV news or read some articles that if not very good agency, they can't, just to earn money, But if it's normal agency, of course, first of all, they take a copy of passport just to see and to be sure woman is not married.
If it's a good agency.
It's a good agency, yes. But after, even if it's a good agency took this copy and sees the woman is single, anyway, most of cases they will write letters instead of woman.
Okay, they will be a translator. Okay, so
yes.
Maybe talk to you. You worked in a marriage agency in Ukraine for how long?
About 1 year.
About 1 year. So talk to me about what's the scams that you saw, the biggest one? I think you're starting to talk about translator and the letter writing scams.
Yes,
you think this is the biggest scam?
It's no, the biggest scam is when a woman writes in letters, I'm ill, or my child is ill, or I need a new computer, or I need to go with my ill child to the Crimea or to the hospital. Of course, it can be in real life, really, but most cases they are the same.
I was just talking to Arthur, an American man, and she say her child is in hospital, need money, and he's good man, good heart, so he sent her money. Because what you do, you're talking to beautiful woman on letter writing, maybe Skype, not usually Skype, but in my case, when I was scammed for a new computer, I was talking to her on Skype, and then computer break. And I want to talk to her, you know, on Skype. And
of course, your first desire is to help and to continue this communication.
Yes,
to buy computer.
Yes. Because for us, it's not big money, right? Maybe,
I understand.
Maybe
in
$800.
comparison with
so I sent $1,000, and Arthur send money for child. So this is, I call it the send me money now scam.
Yes.
Does it happen a lot?
Most cases it happens.
Most cases.
90% I think is scam. Like some cases like this. And second, for example, women can tell, I don't know English at all, I need to take English courses. It costs so much. It's difficult to control and to really get information about how really does cost these courses, because many agencies in city you cannot call from America or from
Конечно, of course, because we don't speak Russian.
You don't speak Russian. Nobody will tell you.
Everything is a cash society in
Yes,
Ukraine.
it's
So we send money by MoneyGram or Western Union to lady's name, and what she do with money we don't know.
She can do what she wants. Sometimes really woman, if she has a serious purpose and if she really likes men and if she really intended to move to foreign country, then she really need courses and she will do it. But you can never know for sure.
So send me money for English
send
course.
Me money for
what
English
else?
Courses, send me money for computer, send money for ill child. I need to go to the sea, maybe my boss didn't pay me my salary and I have big loan, or I have big credit in bank for my repairing or new decoration in my flat, or I need to buy new clothes for my child, or really many cases, many stories, different ones.
What about I need money for food?
It
Or
also
my rent, or my heat, because heat
yes.
price go up in Ukraine.
But
very
I can
problem,
tell you,
gas
I
price.
can tell you now, in just now situation, it can be really true. It can be really true because people are in trap here in Ukraine. People in the trap, especially if the woman is single and we have very low salary, and it can be really so that women cannot afford to pay apartment or heat, even for food.
So the woman feels like she's in a trap.
Yes.
She's in a trap.
She's
and
in a
she's
trap
like
and
animal trying to get out of trap.
Of course.
Afraid.
Worrying, troubling, especially if she has a child. And of course, she will try to get this help from the man. Maybe she likes this man, maybe she doesn't like this man, but she will try to get this help.
But it's a way, an easy way to get some money.
It's an easiest way. It's an easiest way.
And you know, in all fairness, let's talk for a moment about the economical situation in Ukraine. For a moment, and we come back to scams.
Okay.
But now, average salary, we're in Sumy, Ukraine right now. Average job salary is what? 2,500 hryvnia?
About 2,000, 5,000, yes, something about this.
2,500.
Yes.
So $100.
$100.
This is $100
yes, right.
per month. Is
Exactly.
And what a doctor makes. A doctor, yes.
Doctor.
A medical doctor.
Medical doctor. If we go like a patient.
Yes, but no,
it's,
his salary in 1 month. A doctor, what he make?
1 month he make normally he make also maybe 100, maybe 200. Okay.
Maybe 5,000 hryvnia.
Maybe 5,000.
$200.
Yes, $200 maybe.
And my question is, how much it costs to live in 1 month? By the time you pay for flat, for groceries, for clothing, it costs more than $100.
Much more.
Much more.
Much more. $200 never enough here to live normally.
So even if you make a doctor's salary, you still cannot live.
Right. Yes. Right.
Flat rent, food, heat, utilities,
school,
kindergarten,
payment, different dance, school for children. It's not enough.
It's not enough.
Really enough.
So the situation is quite desperate.
Yes.
Many women are desperate, especially there's a lot of single mothers with child in Ukraine. It's true?
It's true.
Single child, mother, and she must go out and make money and look after her child.
Of course.
She's
again trap.
Again trap.
Again
and
trap,
so
yes.
she do what she must to make money, to provide for child.
It's her must.
It's her must.
It's her must, because she must survive and she must help her child. It's normal mother's duty, I guess. No matter how.
No matter how. So let's come back to this scamming, the letter writing scam. Let's talk about it for a moment.
LNP.
LNP, what?
LNP.
NLP.
Yes.
Neuro-linguistic
Yes.
programming.
Yes, yes.
So the owners are trained in NLP.
Of course.
It's
Oh,
very powerful, like brain manipulation.
To make the man feel he's the only one and he's very important for this woman. Some sweet words for my husband.
Yes.
For example, like Katie,
Yes.
Kotik.
Yeah, kotik.
My kotik,
Yeah,
my sonny,
yes, yes.
my sonny.
But not
my
like you
pupsik.
write a letter.
Not like
It's-
my dear.
it's
And
so-
we never use dear.
No,
or my-
and all language is built so the man thinks, oh wow, she really likes me.
I understand.
She miss me. You say, oh, I miss you. I look forward. You write me next time. Please write me soon. So let's talk about these scams for a moment about gifts. Lady wants, or I want to give flowers. So I send money for flowers. And you know about this story. Sometimes they give roses and lady take photo because he wants to see
Yes.
photo. Or he
Yes.
pay for photo
Yes.
with flowers. And maybe they're real flowers or maybe they're artificial.
Of course.
Okay. And if they're real, many times they give flower back to flower shop.
Yes, of
Give me
course.
money. I
Give me
only
money.
pay for rental.
Yes.
Yes,
It
for
can
photo.
Be also. Yes, it can be also.
Okay, so many things. Buy me presents and stuff like this. Any other scams that you see in agency?
Sometimes it's the main scamming points in agency, but the biggest scam is, of course, when men came to city, came to the country to visit this woman. Then scam starting from the taxi, from Kiev to certain city, because normally the price, if you just order the taxi, it will be much less cost.
How much? Do you know approximate?
Approximately about $50-$100. It can be more if you order through agency, of course, because agency normally has its own driver.
But what percent? You think double the agency, double the price, or maybe triple the price? What do you think?
No double,
Not double?
not double. For example,
For me, it was double.
it
For,
can be.
For
it, can,
me,
it depends.
it was
it depends.
real cost 1,500 grivna, and agency charged me 3,000 grivna from Berenspol, Kiev to Sumy. So the scamming starts maybe with taxi,
With
or
taxi, and
transport.
then with rent, yes, and,
And
then,
then-
renting apartment or hotel. Better if the man rent hotel himself through the internet, online. Personally find the city he needs, and he can go on website and make booking. It's best way rent.
best way.
Because normally we have some familiar people who give rent apartment here, and we have
Agency.
agency
That's a booking
and,
agency.
no. Our marriage agency with the owner of apartment.
Yes, he
we
has
have
some
like
flats.
A contract.
Yes, an
We
agreement.
have like an agreement.
Yes.
Yes. For example.
And they charge more.
Of course,
They charge more.
but not the owner of apartment, just the owner of the agency charge more, of
Yes.
course. For example, people want 300 grivnas per night, per date for the apartment. Agency can
Which is
tell,
like $13 per night.
yes,
Okay.
agency can say about $30, $40, $50 per day.
So
Per
from
day. Double, triple,
this is
triple
more. From
price.
$13 to
Yes,
$50.
Yes.
Yeah, so
This is
4 times.
This is good.
400% more.
Yes, this
okay,
good
so
profit.
this another profit. What else? They
Translator.
okay.
Translator. If, for example, you go with translator normally, if you don't like know Russian or woman cannot speak good English, translator will go to airport with woman, and of course you must pay for every hour. This price also will be, if you get acquainted with the translator personally, the price will be double less. But if you take it from agency, of course, half of the price will take agency, and only maybe third part will take translator.
So, for example, you were saying translator, you got paid 30 cents per hour
For example, 30 cents per hour, no, not per hour, for letter.
for a letter.
For a letter.
Ah, okay.
5 years ago, it was 4 times bigger the price the translator get and the price which agency get. For example, I got 30 grivnas agency got 120 hryvnias
Okay.
doing
You're-
nothing.
for
For example, yes, in my
letter
case,
writing.
in my case, it
Okay.
was 6 years ago.
For letter
Now-
writing.
Yes. Now I think it's the same, not the same price, but
the gap,
yes,
the profit.
the gap, yes.
Okay, back to translator scam. Okay, so translator come to airport with you?
Yes, and all these hours he's
driving.
spending with you, 6 hours there and 6 hours back, and the whole days long you are visiting restaurants, go sightseeing. Translator is next to you, and of course, if you don't know language, you need translator.
You need it.
You need it because
and it
anyway,
adds up. It gets expensive
of
for
course,
the man.
But in this case, if the woman is not really interested in men, she can prompt translator what to say, what she wants and what to say, how to get something, in order to get something from the man. And it depends on translator what the woman really can get from this man. If the translator is clever enough and knows the psychology and he know how to speak that man can do what she wants, then the deal is done.
So what do you mean exactly? You mean okay, the translator and the lady the man's interested in, they talking to themselves in Russian, and what she
A man
say?
cannot
Okay,
understand what they are speaking about.
he doesn't know, and the translator and the lady doesn't care about the man, but they talking about how we can get money from him.
Yes, how we can get money, how to go to a better restaurant, how to go to shopping, how to get, and in most cases, women cannot, as she doesn't have too much experience communicating with foreign men, she doesn't know the psychology,
What
way
to
of
talk
thinking,
about.
what to talk and how to talk to get something. Translator normally is more experienced person, and he got through maybe 1,000 foreign men, and he sees them, she sees them every day, and she knows the reaction. She knows how to say that the man agrees, and what is better not to say, looking for the man. And
So are you saying that the translator can be not translating the words of the
Yes,
lady? She
exactly.
can be saying her
Exactly.
own words
Exactly.
and strategizing what to say. Oh, she likes da 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 da. Oh, she
needs
she interested in you maybe. She like you.
Yes.
She like your eyes. She like your jacket. She think you're very kind man.
just making some compliments.
Makes
Yes.
some compliments, and you know she wondering if possible to go shopping now. Like this.
Like this, yes. And the translator is working like assistant in this situation.
Assisting
Assistant
to get money from
to get
the-
money, yes. But of course, we cannot speak that in 100%. It's like this.
No, of course not 100%.
There are normal people also.
But what do you think, percentage-wise, of the translators, when Western man meets Ukrainian lady, what percent of the translators are working with the lady to get more money from the Western man?
90%, I guess.
90%?
90%, I guess. I guess 90%.
Uh-huh.
Too much.
Uh-huh.
Too much.
That's very sad to hear. So one maybe big tip, if a Western man's coming to Ukraine, try to find your own translator. Hire her yourself.
Yes, or better take courses of Russian language.
Yes, but this takes a
Yourself
long time.
there.
Yes.
Okay.
Now I am learning Russian, but it's difficult language. It takes time. But find your own translator, and then you know she's good.
You know she's
She's a
good.
good lady.
You know she's not interested in getting money from you. She will be just paid for the work by agency, and she will never play tricks. And you know, normally this translator and the women will meet each other first time, and of course it's very difficult to make a contract between. Okay, I will help you, and you will help me.
Yes.
Let's divide this money then
Yes.
later, because you see each other first time.
Yes. Yes.
So
of course.
translator will just translate. If you want to communicate with Ukrainian women, you must pay. You must pay. You must pay for letters. You must pay for phone numbers. You must pay for everything. For
But the
communication.
thing is, when you're communicating, as example, we said you're communicating not with Sveta, this beautiful picture.
Yes, and Sveta
you're communicating with you.
Maybe Sveta calls once a month to the agency and say, "Oh, listen, did I get some letters from Joe?" Maybe I say, "Not from Joe, but from Andrew." Okay, so write him something. Write him something, because she even doesn't know what was Andrew was writing about. And translator, of course, knows, and she writes from herself, and men just pay for nothing, for
But
air.
you were saying though that only a small percentage of women ever
Really?
know,
Yes,
know
ever
that
know.
man is communicating with them.
And sometimes people.
You said
women-
what,
wom-
less than a couple percent, you said.
couple percent, yes.
So 97% of the time, man doesn't even know woman
Exactly.
doesn't know
Exactly.
that man is writing her.
Exactly.
And you or
And
some other
sometimes
translator.
even woman doesn't know. Sometimes woman doesn't want to write letters to this man, but translator decide just to get money. Doesn't matter how long I can. I will try to keep this man by my letters, and she will be
Try to
just
keep him writing letters.
about the weather, about the religious ideas, about the politics, about situation in the country, asking how are you doing, how is your parents, how is your work, your business trip. Doesn't matter what, just to continue communication.
So all under false pretenses.
Yes,
all,
of course.
It's you as the translator in the agency writing to, let's
to
say,
men.
Bob in America,
Yes,
Robert in America,
exactly.
and Robert thinks he's writing to Sveta.
Yes, and
Right.
pay for this.
And paid for it. $10, $15 each letter.
No, $10-15. Like this?
Depends.
Depend-
Agency different
depends.
amounts. Okay, so this is one scam, and then the other we talk about send me money now scams. There's many scams.
Many types of scams. Yes.
Types of scams. But bottom line, you think that what percentage of these agencies, the purpose of the agency, the intent, they do this business to make money by dishonesty, corruption,
Yes.
okay, and scamming Western men.
Yes,
What
it's
percentage of this industry, you think?
I guess 90%. 90% is for sure. Because I was translating letters not only in. I was working distantly. I will never see the woman. I will never see Natasha or Sveta. And once I was proposed to work translator for letters, and I asked, "Can you give me the phone numbers of my customers, of my Ukrainian women?" They asked, "Why? Why you ask about phone numbers? What for?" I say how I must call the woman and say who is writing to her and what he is writing and what I must answer. They say, "No, it doesn't work like this. You just writing and writing and writing." And you know what happened then? It was my last experience last year. I was translating a few letters and they didn't accept my letters. You know why? Because I was sincere. I was trying to make normal human letters. And they say, "No, we don't work like this. We don't
write like
we
this."
don't write. We write letters, but in a special manner, just to keep the man
Keep 'em hooked.
Keep on hooked, yes. And just as we use special phrases, and I rewrite a few letters, and then I understand I can't work in this system. I can't. My soul cannot accept the way, and I say sorry, goodbye. It's not my system, so I can't. But millions of letters they write in, and they even just virtual Sveta, virtual Natasha, and she will never know somebody writes to her, and they give me letters. For example, one woman from Simferopol. I say, "What, Simferopol? I am here and she is in Simferopol." And I say, "Does the man know she lives in Simferopol?"
This is a city in Ukraine.
Yes, city in Ukraine. It's Crimea.
Oh, okay.
It's Crimea. It's now even Russia.
Yeah, Russia.
It's Russia. I say how we can translate letters. And I ask the owner, if the man decide to come, what I will write in answer. He thinks I live in Kiev, but I live really in Simferopol. What will be? say, oh, doesn't matter, doesn't care. No, it's very important. He's writing and writing and writing, and then he will be when he will start insist on coming. Then we will try to think something. Oh, I am ill, or oh, I go traveling with my child. I got the hot travel tickets, for example, and immediately flight. So you can't come now. And
They
stories
lie.
like
They lie.
They
It's not
lie
true.
just like this. Yes.
Any excuse, so you cannot. Tell the Western men, oh, I am not
You
here.
know, my granny came to me, or my granny now a handicapped, and I must look after her, and it's not comfortable for you to visit my apartment, or something like this.
So when in fact this industry is supposed to, they have the face of saying, hey, we're in the business of matching Western man to Ukrainian woman for love, connection, and marriage. They are working opposite.
Yes.
They don't want the Western man to come. They make less money.
Sometimes, yes, because if they know for sure. For example, man
Oh,
likes the photo of woman, and he start writing. But woman looks at the photo and say, no, this man I don't like, and I don't want he writes me. But owner say, translator, okay, we will just write him for some period of time.
So
And
she doesn't like the man, but
and she said, I
the
don't
agency
want to
owner
write
says-
him, but owner say to translator, we continue writing. He is interested, and we continue. Okay.
because we can make money, we can milk
Of
money from
course,
him.
just for tickets, for fruits, for flowers.
But
for
it's not the lady that he's interested writing. It's a translator.
Woman, yes.
And sometimes a translator, like you said, it's a babushka, 60 years old.
Yes, of course. And
Or a
he will-
man.
Or a man, yes. for
You
sure.
see some man translators.
Yes, I see. I see. And
So
if you continue, I forgot my thoughts. Sorry.
writing letters.
Writing letters
The Western
and-
man to come to Ukraine.
Yes,
You say sometimes
and at
they
the
want him to come.
At the point when he start to insist and to press
To come to
to
Ukraine.
come to you, then they stop writing, and you can't do anything. Stop writing gives you some reason. Okay, sorry, I moved to the village. There is no internet, and I won't be able to answer you about couple of months. And normally, and my telephone won't be.
Many
can be-
excuses.
No, won't work in the village
No
because
cell
no
phone.
line.
But in
Yes,
reality, cell phone works everywhere in Ukraine.
of course.
Everywhere. Hey, it's Joe here. How are you doing? Listen, I wanted to talk to you openly and personally for a moment here. Maybe you're like I was, divorced 2 times and just really distraught and given up on ever finding your other half, a soulmate, your best friend, somebody that's amazing, smart, sexy, talented, educated woman that will rock your world in more ways than you can imagine. I've found that, and I wish you to find that. I fervently believe the best women, the best wives are in the Ukraine here. And when I first came to the Ukraine, I went around from agency to agency, countless agencies, and talked to countless women. And that's why I'm doing this video interview series for you now, is so that you can uncover and discover the path for your success. I believe 90% of your success will depend on one thing. The other 10% will depend on your education and the time that you put into understanding the Ukrainian mentality, mindset, and what they're looking for in a man to decide if you're that kind of man. The 90% of your success part, I fervently believe, is finding a matchmaking service that's private and personal and will look for your other half for you. That's going to avoid the landmines and the frauds and scams. So if you want to avoid all of that and the heartbreak and getting your pocketbook broken, I think that's the best thing you could do. If you've decided that's the path you want to pursue, then I'd be happy to share a couple of the diamonds in the rough agencies that I've uncovered here in the Ukraine that are all about private, personal matchmaking. I've met and know the owners, and I know they're genuine and real. So shoot me an email. I'll be happy to make a personal, private introduction with you. I do make a referral fee, so you know up front. And I wish you all the best in your personal journey to find and marry the most incredible, amazing Ukrainian wife you could possibly imagine. That said, take care for now, and all the best.